just getting started. My eyes on the target. No, no. You're the battles won, still kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Calling me royalty. Say I'm dangerous 'cause I broke all the cages. No, I didn't take it. No, no. Girl, I be the that I guess I'll never learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. So never, never, never till the battle's won, still kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Calling me royalty. Calling me royalty. They'll be calling me
What's up, everybody? Just doing kind of a random live. Send some links out if anybody wants to come in. I know, Tim, you're at work, but if you want to, you can. I don't know, most people are probably busy tonight being a Monday night, so we'll send some out there. Yep, Dominic. I didn't send it to everybody, but I'll put it in the chat. So if you didn't get one, just go to the chat and grab it. I just sent them out to like 4 or 5 people real quick. Looks like Dominic's popping in.
Yeah, why not?
What's up, Tim, Bill,
Got nothing to
Wedge.
do for an hour.
Dustin, Edward? What do you have to go do?
Oh, I'm gonna go and say going on Grumpy's at My midday,
Oh, Grumpy Log,
I
yeah.
think 7, 8 o'clock. Yeah, 8
No.
o'clock yours.
Never been on Lloyd's. I'm used to watch him pretty regularly back when Jim was on his channel a lot. But
Yeah, I watched it so regularly, I got invited. Hmm.
yeah, Jim used to be on his channel all the time. That was like one of the few channels besides Matt that he actually would go be on the panel.
Hmm.
What's up, David? What's up, Laura? Laura, I sent either you or David the link, but you guys, whichever one don't have it, just grab it at the top.
Yeah.
You don't hit the like button. I hope that every time you put your socks on, you get bit by a spider. Jesus, Legend Big.
Yeah, it's a bit. It's getting a bit
A little dark.
interesting. Yeah.
No llama Laura, isn't it past your bedtime?
Yeah.
Oh. Let me read Tim's messenger before he flips out like friggin' Laura.
Yeah.
See. Tried my mic again. I think it's dead. Huh. Yeah, I should be on. Just depends on how many people come in and hang out then.
Hmm.
But I mean, if I end it, we can always play a little game, play some games later.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This fucking dog. That's just, bite my ass, Lord Jesus. Are you and David popping in or what? Come on now. How long does Lloyd's, he only goes on for like an hour or so, right?
Yeah, it's usually an hour, hour and 5, because it usually starts 5 minutes early, and by the time he finishes, it's usually around an hour and small change. Usually, sometimes he has gone an hour and 15, hour and 20, but generally 60 minutes, but does get up to 70 sometimes.
That's funny, JD. Looks like a slow night better end it. Wedge and Big, so they give you months. So like say you get 21 months in prison, it's like a minute and a half. Usually at most you'll get like 5 minutes in jail. So you just kind of have to sit in there. Sometimes other people will come in and you'll have somebody to talk to while you're sitting in there. Most of us, that's when we'll just kind of park our character somewhere and we'll get up, go get a drink or go to the bathroom, do something like that while we're waiting for him to get out.
Hmm.
It's nothing like real life. Like your character doesn't get stuck in there.
Don't look up blue waffle.
Oh, that's fucking disgusting, Dustin. I know what that is.
Don't look it up.
No, it's the same as when you get hospitalized too, Dust, or Legend Big. You'll get hospitalized for like 3 to 5 minutes at the most. It depends on how bad you piss the cops off.
Hmm.
Because honestly, the cops in the game, they get like real cops in real life. They just get tired of everybody's shit. Sometimes they fucking go all rogue on you.
Yeah.
They'll put you in there for like 10 minutes just to piss you off. David's on the phone. Alright. And like, if any of you guys have, you can actually come in Wedge and Big into my server and play as a guest. I mean, you don't have access to all the same vehicles that I have, but you can ride with me in the cars, but they do have uh, a list of cars for guests. They just don't give you guys the overpowered shit like we get.
Mhm.
Cause you're not, but you can always fill out an application to become a member. It's really not that hard.
But you'd need a fairly decent graphics card and a fairly
Uh,
decent rig, wouldn't you?
I mean, yeah, you definitely need a gaming PC or a gaming laptop for sure.
Yeah.
Because you have to be able to, you have to run you gotta run 3 different programs just to, well, for me, I do because I'm
Robbie.
oh, what's up, Robbie? Well, for
Yeah.
me, I have to run 3 different programs because I'm part of the server, so we have to have
Yeah.
certain programs pulled up. Him as a guest, all he'd have to do is have FiveM on his computer. He could go right into the server. He wouldn't even have to fill nothing out or anything.
Mhm.
Just go Wedge and Big. Here, I'll pull up FiveM's website to the link and I'll send you the link and you just have to download that to your computer. And then, I could show you how to. Come on, damn it. There we go. Let's see here.
Yeah.
So just go to that Wedge, click on that and just download the program to your computer for either Windows or Mac, whatever you have. And
Hey,
then
brother Ken.
it's really easy for a guest to come in because you don't have to do all the programs and shit like I have to do. And you could come in and out as much as you want. Like you don't have to do so many hours a week like I have to. Actually, Tim, you should come in my server too, dude. It's actually a really fun server. It's nothing like the servers we were playing in before. Yeah, I mean, Bill too, you can too. Like I said, as long as you guys have a PC that can handle it. That's the only thing. You gotta have some type of gaming rig, whether it's be a laptop or an actual PC. I mean, I have the 1650 Super, and any of you guys know anything about graphics cards, it's not the best
Mm.
one, but it works fine doing that. So you got anything bigger than that, you're fine. You're 100% okay.
Mm.
And you just have to have decent internet. I mean, that's the main thing with gaming. All right, good. I think I know Bill does too, if I'm not mistaken. He has a pretty good computer. So if you guys go in there after you download it, just fill out, sign up through it, make yourself an account, and then pretty much you just have to go up to the search engine of look up Florida State RP, and I'll
Mhm.
show you what it looks like. I'll pull up FiveM and show you. Pull this over here for a second.
Yeah. So Tim looks like he's got the right computer, but the internet maybe not.
It's not gonna affect his internet. Tim has a good enough internet for that.
Hmm.
Come on. Alright, so when you guys go into there, you're gonna go and you're gonna find Florida State RP. Right here. And that's what you're gonna be looking for right there. And then
Okay.
you just, like I said, just go up to the search engine, put in Florida State RP.
Mhm.
Let's see here. Is it still showing that?
Yeah,
Okay,
I can still see it.
alright. So,
Yeah, good point, Robbie.
yeah, that's pretty much what you're gonna be looking for there. And that's the server I play in, and like I said, you guys can come in as guests. The biggest thing is you got, I do have a list of commands of controls up on the board, up on my wall here. You can, there's, but yeah, I got a list of commands I can send you. It tells you which buttons on the keyboard do what. Oh yeah, you got actually a little bit better one than I do, Wedge. So you should be good. And you got the Core i7. Yeah, you're fine, dude. You got plenty of power for that. I got the Ryzen 5 and I have the 1650 Super, so yeah, you're good. And that's not gonna disinclude you, Tim. If you can play GTA Online fine, you can play 5M. It's actually a more stable platform. Their servers are a lot more stable than the Rockstar ones are. You don't get kicked and shit like you do in the Rockstar servers. Oh yeah, Robbie, I don't really like structured shows either. Not a fan of them. Nothing against the people that do them. I just don't prefer those type of shows. I feel like they're rushed, like you rush to talk about whatever you're talking about, and it's not my thing. When you structure shows, it's a lot more work too. Because you know, you got to come up with a format of what you want to do, and then every week you got to come up with some kind of topic you're going to talk about. And then if you're straining your show to a certain time limit, then you got to figure out how long each section you're going to talk.
Yeah. No,
I think.
I don't mind choosing a topic where you just choose the topic and then you go from there.
Right.
Other than that, just topical stuff or stuff that is current affairs or just current topics, and then just squirrel from there and just pick a topic and start talking about it for the next hour, 2, 3, until people start getting bored of it.
Well,
I'm not a person that likes a time limit, so.
Well, that's the way I am. See, like if you look at other shows like Adrian's, Wedges, like Ray Kelly and them, they all structure their show very structured and they have segments. And I'm not
Hi,
all
Lloyd.
about that. What's up, Lloyd?
See you in about 45 minutes.
But like I said, it's nothing against anybody who does their show like that. I don't have a problem with it. It's just not my thing.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
And it's always down to preference. If you want to do it that way, there's I don't have any problem with that. But if you want to not structure it and just banter and babble for a couple of hours like we did yesterday, I really enjoy that, where you start with a topic and then you just squirrel your way into the next couple of hours.
All right. Oh, Lloyd, can you please go to Jim's house and get him off his ass and back in here, please?
Yeah.
Maybe you can do it. We've all of us have already tried.
No.
Maybe he has the power to go get Jim off his ass.
And I totally agree with Wedge and Big there. It says I have to structure the show because I'm using the show to feature others' content.
Well, like I said too, and there's nothing wrong with
Completely
that.
valid.
I just don't have the I'm not really doing drone stuff anymore, but I my show's just kind of set around just tech in general. So if you come on the show and you heard about a new graphics card or you heard about a new whatever, you just bring it up and we'll talk about it.
Hmm.
I'm not really promoting people's channels in that sense, like he does, They're promoting channels, so that's what I understand, but like I just don't have the patience to try to structure a show like that every week. Cause that does take a lot of time to do that. And
Or
you
we
gotta
can get on and talk about, Windows Movie Maker, or and how good Da Vinci really is, and
Oh,
just that general topic. But
yeah, I
it's just,
know, Lloyd, I miss Jim. He's a good dude. Yeah, I just like I can watch some shows like that, but I don't know. I just can't sit through the whole shows. I get bored real fast, but that's just my own personality, right? But,
yeah, there are certain shows that I watch, certain shows that
I'll
I
peek in
watch
for
that
a
are
little bit.
interesting and entertaining and keep me engaged. And no offense to anybody, but some shows do get a little bit hardcore, and you're thinking, yeah, okay. But then there are some shows that do go off the rails occasionally and get a bit spicy,
Matt, mine's
especially when they're starting to talk about
Tim's.
Rocky Mountain oysters. That's
Yeah.
where I draw the line. That's a bit much for me. But other than
That
that, yeah, I'm just happy to banter and
as gross as
happy to
that
let
episode.
people know about certain things.
Look, as gross as that episode was on my old channel, that was a funny ass live stream. I don't know how we did it, but we kept talking about balls for like 3 hours and just
Yeah,
laughing the
just
whole
when it
time.
went off the rails pretty quickly, and we couldn't get it back on.
Yeah, we're talking about Jim Boyd. Yeah,
Yeah,
I miss Jim. I know Matt does and Tim and everybody else. Yeah, see, Wedge, I just don't have the time for it with doing the side stuff with all the videos on the server and everything. Yeah, I just don't have the time to do that.
as you know, I enjoy Paul's stream, and I do enjoy Matt's. And for me, Matt's is probably the highlight of the week. It's a great therapeutic exercise where you can just get all your frustrations out. And Uncle Bill's another one I really enjoy because it's not structured, but then it is structured. So
Well, see,
it's
that's
sort
one
of
of
like
the that's why I always really liked Matt's and like Jim Boyd when he was around. I really liked his show. And that was because it was being in the drone community, it was centralized around drones, but it wasn't always drone talk. So it didn't
yeah.
burn you out. Like sometimes I watch, back when I used to watch a lot of drone shows, I don't watch a whole lot of them anymore, but it was just everybody talking about the same thing over and over, and it would get really boring real quick. And just me myself, I wouldn't feel engaged. I'd feel really bored, so I just wouldn't want to watch. And that's why I kind of gravitated more towards Matt and Jim's show, because one minute we'd be talking about a drone, but then it would go off into computers or
Yeah.
Jim calling Matt a dumbass or whatever, it's just like it always went off somewhere else, which made it more interesting.
As I see that the main difference seems to be, it's a hardcore drone talk, or it's drone lovers speaking about, the daily issues or just life in general. And that's what I really like, because most of us will have something in common that we want to talk about, and then we just go off and talk about my experiences in Australia or anything else. And that's what I really like doing, is getting, occasionally we'll talk about a drone, or we'll talk about where we've flown, or just flying around and showing people different parts of their own world. And it doesn't have to be completely hardcore about it, but it does have a same theme. That's where I'm coming from.
Not printing at the moment because I just don't have the, but I'll definitely check it out. I just don't have my printer set up right now. It's actually put up. 'Cause I just don't have the room here right now for it. The. But yeah, I just, oh, what's up, Jody?
Jody,
But yeah, I was heavily into the drone shows at the beginning too, but then I got really bored talking about the same stuff and I ended up gravitating more towards, then I was on Matt and Jim's all the time.
I like, I like talking about it. I like doing this, doing that. But occasionally I'll just go off and do something and, take photos of, various places. But it's still centered around the photography is from an aerial point of view. So it's not necessarily talking about the drone itself. It's actually more photography from the drone that seems to be where I'm at, and that seems to just taking photos of anywhere around Melbourne or doing videos, and that's seems to be where all the views are. And especially if it's a completely inane video, it's put it on a short, and it just seems to blow up. It's going to
Oh,
take
I
this
was,
call.
I was actually gonna tell you those three I scheduled. For some reason, it uploaded 2 of them twice. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's some kind of weird glitch or something. But yeah, it actually uploaded 2 of the shorts twice. And I don't know why, but I'm gonna leave them because shit, they bought all 4 of them took off, so I'm just gonna leave them up there. But if you go to my channel, you'll see that 2 of them are doubled. And I don't know why I did that. The hell Dominic go? I'll just get up in mid talk. See how it is. Yeah, that's the way I am, Lloyd, too. Like when I do my Saturday night shows, I just call it Saturday Night Tech because we talk about everything. Cell phones, computers. I mean, sometimes it has nothing to do with tech at all, but it's just kind of random because we got a lot of people that are really good into tech on my show. Like Sean, Mike's his own expert in all his own stuff. Like 3D printing FPV drones. Sean's 3D printing FPV drones and computers. Yeah, David always in the chat. He's really good with computers. JD, when he occasionally comes on, he's really good with RC cars and stuff like that. So you got a lot of guys that really know a lot of stuff about different hobbies, which is good. Or if people have questions, stuff like that. Oh my God, JD. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where he went, but I don't even want to imagine that, JD. That's disgusting. David's still on the phone, Laura? Yeah, actually, to be honest, Lloyd, I haven't caught much of your show the last like few months or so. But I used to actually watch your show quite a bit. And I did watch you about a week ago. Because one of the things was, let me actually subscribe to your channel. I thought I did last week when I was over there. But yeah, I used to watch your show quite a bit. But unfortunately I got locked out of my old channel. And so when I started up my new channel, trying to remember everybody I was subscribed to, I didn't remember everybody, so I was just kind of hitting people here and there as I ran across them again. But I used to love watching your show though. You guys were funny over there. That's why I said I miss Jim being over there with you.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
Yeah, just got up in mid talk when I was talking. Just
Yeah,
talking.
sorry about that. My brother doesn't understand any of this newfangled shit, so
Oh,
he
you
just
say,
rings when he rings.
what do you share a house with your brother or?
Yeah,
Oh,
but he's
okay.
been away for a while because he's got a foot problem and hasn't been able to get upstairs. So he's had to move in with a friend for a while until he gets the problem fixed.
Fucking Dan. Yeah, I swear to God. Um,
So how have you been going with the shorts?
oh, I was actually telling you and I realized you
Yeah,
freaking
sorry
got
about
up and
that.
walked away.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
apologize.
when I scheduled those 4 this afternoon, I thought I did 3, but I ended up scheduling 4. For some reason, 2 of them uploaded twice,
Hmm.
but all 4 of them got views, so I left them. So they all
Oh,
hit
that's all right.
one of them
Yeah,
hit
as I said,
1K.
only one of mine seemed to have
Yeah, I'll
gone
show you.
right off. And as I said, it's always the most inane ones that seem to go off.
But see right here, if you look, um, this one, this one, this one, and this one are all 4. They were doubles.
Hmm.
But that one got 1K, 285, 874, 333. So I was like, I'm just gonna leave them up there. The only 2 that did, and then I did 3 more after, or
Yeah.
that was that 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I did 1 more after that. And these 2 didn't really do anything. So
Hmm.
like I said, I'll leave them up there till tomorrow night, and if they don't do anything, I'll pull them and relist them real quick and see what they get. But that will get me about halfway through. Was it 80 and 90,000? Something like that.
Yeah, it'd be pretty close to it by now.
So I'm only 677 from 85,000, but it hasn't registered yet because for some reason, TubeBuddy, it doesn't register the views right away. It usually takes,
Yeah, it seems
Well,
that way with vidIQ as well.
yeah, it takes
They
about
seem to be
12
far
hours or
behind.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah, it only updates about every 12 hours or so.
seems that way.
But yeah, so I'll be well close to 90,000 by tomorrow.
Yeah, because the live stream we did yesterday got 190 views, so that's pretty good.
Oh
For
yeah,
something that's nearly 3 hours.
yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go ahead and go punch a fucking porcupine, Dan. Let me know how that goes.
Yeah, and put it on a YouTube short. I reckon that'll do well.
Oh my God, Dan, you swear to God, you're an idiot. He said, that's why nobody will remember your name. Uh,
Hmm.
you don't have to have your printers on the floor. Oh, you're good, Lloyd. Yeah. Don said that you were gonna be on a little bit later. He's gonna jump over there with you.
Yeah.
Go live. And Tim's supposed to be off in like an hour or so.
It's about 45 minutes or so.
Yeah, he asked if I was gonna I guess he's getting off early, I guess, today or something.
Mm.
I don't know, what time is it?
It would be 20 past 10 in Queensland.
Yeah, he's getting off early then. That means he'd be getting off around 10 or 11.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, Lloyd's a good dude.
Yeah. Uh,
Oh, yeah, but some of the shorts just don't take off, Dan. I've left them up there for a week and they're still sitting on 3 views.
yeah, I've left a couple for months.
But I'm getting a really good subscriber base from it, so.
Yeah,
it's-
I got 12 on one and 6 on another. And they seem to be sticking.
And I don't care if they don't watch my regular videos. If they're really subbing to me because they want the shorts, I'll just keep making shorts for them. I'll do my
Yeah.
regular videos, but I'll do what the main audience is clamoring for. That's what you gotta do. You know, if your audience is asking for B, you don't do A. You wanna do what your
They seem
audience
to be
wants.
they seem to be asking for pretty inane stuff then. You've just got to find those 5-second clips of inanity, and it seems to be wear away. It's the only time I've crossed the 2,000 view mark. Yeah, 190 views.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
No, that's true, Dan. I actually need to come up with a good. I need to get something for doing thumbnails. I gotta start doing some good thumbnails.
well, the thumbnails I do, and what I'm using here, there, or that,
Uh-huh.
I use Canva.
Canva, is it free?
You can do certain stuff in the free, but to unlock everything you got to pay.
Is
But
it
you
what?
can do a bit of stuff in the free.
Is it just a one-time?
No, this is well, you can do it. You can do it either a one time, and you get a discount, or you do it via a monthly sub.
So what's monthly on it?
Well, it's $18 Australian, whatever that.
So that'd probably be about 13 or 14 American.
Yeah, and I think you get a decent discount if you do it yearly.
I don't click on links. I told you to. I done told Laura that. She keeps trying to get me to watch her shorts again. Hold on, let me see. What the?
Mm.
Oh, I saw that the other day, Dan. Let me look at Laura's. I'm sure it's one I've already seen that one like 14 times, Laura.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll try. I'll check that out though.
because there seems to be another one called Motion Array, and I'm not totally sure if that's another version. That's another thing like Canva, and I haven't been able to really check it out properly. But it seems to have a lot of these graphics and assets that you can use in YouTube videos, and it's about $4 or $5 Australian cheaper a month.
Now, is it strictly for doing thumbnails?
Well, it's thumbnails and basically every other asset you need to use for YouTube as well. So it's more than just thumbnails.
Okay, so that's why I said I didn't know if it was just a program you guys were like using, but wasn't really designed for that, or.
Oh, you can do, but it's basically every other design aspect.
Let's see, Canva free design tool.
You can use it for free, but to to get the most out of it, you got to pay for it. Because you can just do very basic and generic stuff with it, but it doesn't give you as many templates.
Yeah.
Templates, depending on where you come from. As I said, you can do both.
Yeah, I'm trying to see how much it is. Let's see here.
Probably be cheaper because it's in American dollars. So I've seen a couple of them around, and then you can. It also has other facilities as well. We can also do product mock-ups and other things like that.
Why does it want me to email them about pricing? The fuck? I'll have to play with that later on. Yeah, it wants me to email them to get the prices for the, I don't know why. Doesn't just give me like a thing of different plans I got.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've seen your thumbnails. I
Yeah,
just
you can do
use
more than thumbnails.
YouTube Thumb Pro. What the hell is that? Let me look that up. Check that out too. Try a few different programs and see.
Mm.
Oh, I completely read that the wrong way. It said Thumb Pro versus Pro Hitter, and I thought it said Pro Hitler. I was like, what the fuck? I did not read that correctly.
Oh no. That takes on a completely different meaning.
What's that called? YouTube Thumb Pro. Dan, do you have a link for that website? Man. Oh, that's fine. I don't care, Laura. You can do
Mm.
whatever you want.
Yep.
I just need to get big enough so I can hire some 16-year-old kid to do this shit for me.
Yeah. Yep. I
Oh,
think we
you're
all I was going to
fucking,
say, I think we all need to be the size of Mr. Beast.
fucking. I swear to God, fucking Dan. Hold on. All right, I appreciate that, Dan. Just sent me the link through Messenger.
Oh, great.
Hold on. The fucking asshole just sent me a picture. He did. Hold on.
And
Look,
here comes Robbie.
look at this.
Save the day.
Fucking
there
asshole.
he
He
is.
puts an arrow to my head.
Yeah.
What's up, Robbie?
What's
Come
up?
on, guys.
The hell are you talking about, Dustin? Looking for a sugar daddy? Yeah, Laura just wants me to take her to Disney World. So what were you
Yeah.
saying was up with your printer?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
I took the springs off of it because I've got the original springs that were on it. They get weak over a period of time. So I switched to the solid, like a rubber silicone, that go in the same place there. You don't have to, they just don't get weak. So it
Okay.
stays the same a lot. And I'm going to put a BL touch on it, but I just sometimes, trying to tweak it here and there just to see what I can do with it. And so I started printing more stuff out and started posting it because I was just like, kind of share my daily print of what I print out each day. Because the shit I use is not like I'm printing it out, and throwing it away.
Have
Like
you
tomorrow's
ever-
print of the day.
Have you ever actually done a update on that printer?
As far as what updating what?
Like, have you ever done any updates on your printer? Like updated it?
Software or hardware?
Software.
Yeah, I did a firmware update on the motherboard and a firmware update on the touchscreen. That's it.
Okay, yeah, because you're gonna end up having to do one if you add the BL touch to it.
Yeah, actually, I have to change the software to Merlin from what's on here now in order to get it to work, because I've got an 8-bit board in here, not a 32-bit board. So I've got everything I need to do it with, and I'm just waiting to get the BL Touch. I actually printed out a case that it goes in and it locks on the side of the extruder.
Yeah.
So I printed out everything I need to build my enclosure. I'm waiting on my Raspberry Pi, my BL Touch, and a lock. And then from then I'm gonna build my enclosure so it'll hold the printer, and above it, it's got an enclosure that's built in for my materials.
Oh, for like extra
then-
filament and shit.
Yeah, because I've got a dual printer, so it's got two heads. But I've got this that I made.
Right.
So it holds 16 filaments come down through here. I've got to put the drill it out bigger and put the quick connects. So they come down through here. So this mounts on top of the printer, and all the different materials come in here.
Uh-huh.
And then this one's set up for one color. So the one color goes to here. There's a bearing in here as a hole. And then as it guides, it goes back and forth. But I'm going to switch it to dual, where I can do dual. And this was a hard freaking print. Someone else made this, and they just had it for a free download where you could download it. But man, this top piece, it's so dense, it's so hard that when you start printing it, it was separating on me. I had to print it twice to get it to come out good. But just stuff like this, this is stuff I use. I've been printing out door handles for kitchen cabinets. I got a hardware store across the street, and they love those things. So I printed some out, and then they gave me a couple of designs and said, "Hey, can you make them in this? Can you make them in that?" So I just been letting the machines run, and got 2 extra machines, and all they do is just run and slide it, run and slide it. Just a little something to do on the side. It helps bring in money for filament, because I started printing with nylon and carbon fiber. It's $80 a roll. It ain't
Oh,
50
shit.
a roll. It's 80. But
that's
I made a cover to go on my motorcycle, and it goes over the lens. They've got a kit called the Diablo. It's an upgrade on the Honda, and you can buy it with the Diablo, and it's like
Hey, Laura.
different exhaust, headlight cover, some different parts. Well, like 80% of the parts are all like nylon from Honda. So I got online to Honda's website, and then I found another site that's got the duplicates, the real file that Honda uses.
Uh-huh.
And I just actually printed them out and put them on yesterday, and man, they look good. And it wasn't that expensive, because that $80 roll go a long ways.
No, that's good.
Better for that price, Jesus.
Yeah.
Boy,
Yeah, but you know,
is that what you would pay for it in American money, or is that what you're paying for it in the money
you're
you're
gonna
using
pay
over
for
there?
it. You're gonna pay for it just a little bit more over. But I'll tell you, it's like I used to roller skate when I was a kid. I was into the speed skating and going to all the meets and all that. And we had these plates on the bottom of our skates that weren't metal, and it was called Laser Nikon, and it looked like a 2x2 piece about so long, and it was all tapped out and made. And I never could figure out how they made plastic. Well, it's not plastic; it's nylon 66. So one night I was looking online and I thought, these things are still $280. It's been 25 years and the company's still selling them for $280 a piece. So I started reading about it, and they said that they're made of a special material called nylon 66. So of course I was like, can I buy the filament in nylon? So you can buy the nylon and fiber, and they're combined. It has 10x stronger than the ABS. ABS is what they use to make the dashboards in the cars. So in the
Yeah.
heat, they don't melt and they don't crack. So it's 10 times stronger. So I made it out of that because when you put it over the headlight, the inside of the print has actually got that curve on it like your headlight does. So it just about almost touches it. It's right up next to it. And I went and drove it last night, man. The headlight will burn your hand if you touch it. But with that thing in front of it, I mean, it's not affected the material at all. And the vents that are in it, the design that's made for the Diablo, it's at an angle like that. So when your light hits it, it throws your light down a little bit more.
Mm.
So anyway, yeah, but I just enjoy it. I mean, dude, I'm like, I've done less work here since I moved to Thailand this last year than I've ever done in my life. I retired about 10 years ago. I was 45. And it was fun because I could kind of go out and do my thing, do a little side hustle here if I wanted to, bring in a little money to do a hobby or something I want to do where I didn't have to take my monthly paycheck I get from my company. But man, when I got here, it's like I've got so much time. I mean, watching the dragons beside me over here in the pond come in and out and, riding on my motorcycle and flying drones over all this water. Dude, I get bored sometimes. Nobody here speaks English, dude. Where I live, I mean, you might have somebody that says hello when you pass them and you stop and, they can't speak English. It's like, there's some things I hate about living here. But the other things is, I mean, I got my Netflix, I got my YouTube, but, I can't just like live in the virtual world with just, that. I need to be able to get out and do stuff. So,
Jody said I'll smoke you on skates. I made my own plates for my skates. So I guess he's into that.
yeah, it's been a long time since I skated. I did go skating. I was in Costa Rica. It was been about 5 or 6 years ago. And I put my skates on, and these were rental skates. And the owners came out and they're like, wow, you're a really good skater. I was like, yeah, I started skating when I was like 4 years old. Now keep in mind, I'm 55 years old. So I went through speed skating in Tennessee and Kentucky for years. I was on 2 or 3 speed teams. So I've just always had good balance. I mean, everybody else was riding dirt bikes, not motorcycle, but regular dirt bikes. I wanted the unicycle because no one else could ride it. And my mom got on it one day when I went to school, and I came home and she was all cut up, and I was like, Mom, what happened? She goes, well, I got on that damn wheel that you had and held on to the fence, and the fence had the little pokey things, and she goes, and I fell off. But yeah,
Oh, man.
I've always had really, really good balance.
2 here when I started.
Mm.
Trying to read the chat here. I have to split my screens here.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, I haven't really been printing since I moved because I just don't have the room for it right now. So I got mine put up.
I get like 6 things going on here. My wife wanted to build another room onto this house, and we're building a new house. I'm like, what's the purpose? And because, we got a couple of rentals over here. I guess you make money if you sell them, but the problem over here, Justin, the people don't pay the damn rent. They never pay the rent. I got one guy is in a rental that we had. It's like 9, 10 hours away.
Uh-huh.
His rent is like $200, $250 a month. He never pays his freaking rent. So after 2 months, I tell my wife, you need to call this guy and tell him he paid. So she's like, he paid it. And he paid 1 month. He's 2 months behind. He never freaking pays right. But we're so far away, we can't really manage it. So we surprised him about 6 months ago and went down there. And man, boy, he was ready too. We pulled up and all the houses are on one road connected. They're pretty close to each other. And we pulled in the front. And as soon as he saw us, he goes, I've got COVID. Y'all stay back. And that was his excuse that we couldn't talk. And I thought, damn. And she said, well, we need to be able to talk. Well, y'all come back after I don't have COVID. Well, he knew that we had a 9-10 hour drive. So I was kind of on my wife about it. My wife's like, lets everything slide on stuff like, I don't want to make nobody angry. We're not here. He could tear her house up. And I was like, I don't care. Get him out of here. I'm tired of messing with it. So she said, well, I got an idea. So one of her girlfriends pulled up in her car. She got a really nice car. And my wife hollered in there and said, hey, you can hear me though, right? He said, yeah. He said, see this lady? I just sold her the house. So you got to be out by the end of the month. He's like, oh, okay, I understand that. So he left shit everywhere, tore the house up, left stuff. So my wife said, look, we're going to hire a cleaning company to come in there and also someone to fix everything. And you're going to pay for it. Yeah, I'll take care of it. And I'm going to fix it all myself. A month went by and he never touched it. And he goes, I'm just not going to pay it. And he said, okay, that's fine. Here's what I'll do. My wife works for the taxation department. She's like the IRS lady, and she's high up in the government. She's an officer. So she goes, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to your back taxes for the last 20 years. And you better hope I don't find anything because you got all this side work and I know you're not reporting it and you've emailed me and told me about you've made all this money. We're going to see if what you sent me matches up. 10 minutes, dude. Guess what? We got a deposit in the bank. It was paid.
Oh, wow. So do you guys, the court systems kind of work the same as over here? You just get people evicted or what? Or can you just tell them to get out?
Man, I don't really know how it works over here. I mean, it's like when we bought her sister's house across the street, the bank took it. So we got a really good deal on the house and the guy was still in it. Well, it was like after we were going to pay the bank and take the house over, he's like, well, I want like an extra $600 to leave. And I told him, I'm not paying him $600 to leave. Just wait and let them drag his ass out. And she's like, we don't want him mad. He'll tear the house up, this and that. So she freaking paid him just to get him to get out of the house. So the laws are different over here because it's kind of like if you came over here and you said, hey, man, I paid Robbie like $50 to wash my car and he didn't wash my car. Man, the police will come to your house and drag the guy with you and y'all going to work it out, or they'll take you over to the police station. You got to work it out over here. It ain't like you're mad at somebody and they sue you. When you have an issue in this country, they drag you into the police station and sit down and you going over it now. Like I got a brother-in-law that he don't watch my live stream, I hope. Well, he's not going to see yours. I got this brother-in-law that treats my sister-in-law terrible. I mean, just honestly terrible. He was a cook, making money in Singapore, never really spent any time with the wife. After 10 years, COVID forced him to come back because they closed. And then he was just like, I need money to open a little restaurant, a little building on the side of the road where I can make money. And we got him all set up and everything going. And dude just didn't want to get up and go to work in the morning. Now, I'm not a morning person. So he switched his hours to 4 p.m. to like 12 at night. Just one thing after the other. We were paying him to take the kids to school each month. He's like, I can take that money and buy myself a car. And dude, I just got tired of it. And they got into it a while back and I had to walk across the street and kind of intervene and say, everybody calm down. And well, he's had another child with my sister-in-law that's 8 months old. And last week he decides that he's going to take the baby And he uses that baby as a crutch of I'm taking my baby, I'm taking my baby, so he can stay. Well, his gig is up and it's time for him to go. He needs to leave.
Mm.
So he grabbed the baby and ran out of the house. I just happened to be walking out of the front of the house and I heard my wife yelling. And I looked over there and he was like pushing my wife and the sister-in-law. And I don't know if he kicked one of them or whatever, but I heard my wife yell and I ran over there. So he saw me coming towards him and he had the baby in one hand like a football and came at me like this in my face, like he was going to push me like a football player out of the way. This guy weighs like 110, 120 pounds. I grabbed him by the neck and slammed him up against the wall, the gate. And here he is having a baby in one hand. I got him by the throat with my right hand. So he reaches out and grabs me by the throat, which I'm like, dude, you ain't got that much power. So I was trying to get the baby away from him and hold him at the same time. And it's hard because I'm like, if I squeeze too hard, it's going to drop the baby on his head. So they were able to get the baby away from him. And then I held on to him because he was trying to like chase the girls for the baby. And I was like, dude, you know, the police are coming. You need to like chill out. And he's like, they got to catch me first. I'm like, dude, and he goes, let me go. And the funniest part of the whole story that I really like, he looked at me so serious. He goes, I think you want to fight me. Do you want to fight me? And I was like, be cool, dude. I'm being nice right now. And I had him by the arms. He couldn't go nowhere. I could have broke him like a chicken bone. But man, it's just like the laws, man, over here, like they're different than back home.
Yeah,
They just are. I
yeah,
mean,
Main, don't mind Nightbot. I gotta still go in and mess with his settings. Just watch caps and emojis. I gotta go in there and fix him. I haven't messed with him at all.
how
Hmm.
are the laws in Australia, Dom, for stuff like that? I mean, man, back in the old days when you had a beef, you could go out back and duke it out and then go back in. In the US
Yeah.
now, you go back out and you hit somebody, the court's making money off you, buddy. You're going to court.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a pretty grey area down here. There's lots of, and it's different in different states as well. That's the other thing. I can only speak for Victoria, but
Yeah.
it's a strange one down here.
I'm about the most relaxed person that you'd ever meet as far as violence. I mean, I just don't, nothing's that important now, but touch my family or my
Yeah.
daughters. Oh, you've grabbed me by the wrong end then. Cause then
Exactly.
I'll get mad. Other than that, Dan, I like a relaxed life. That's what I was saying before, Justin, about this channel. It's kind of cool just to be able to come and hang out and talk about different stuff. And I mean, I like my live stream, but you know, the thing is, it's kind of like everybody goes to live streams, say hello to everybody else in the live stream, just to, oh, hey, I didn't know who you were, to get that extra sub. David, I'm over with it. I'm over with that. I'm over, because you know what? When it really boils down to it, like those big channels and stuff like that, they don't come to our live streams and support us. I'm not going to go over there and support them and be giving them money and all that other stuff. You know, I want to be where the guys are with us, you know.
Right.
We support each other. We come hang out and talk about stuff. We know each other. These other people, hell, half of them, I don't know what their faces look like.
That's true.
And there's
I think
nothing
I-
bad. I'm not, you know.
Yeah, I fixed Nightbot. I turned all that shit off. I gotta go in there. That's something I gotta work on this week.
Mm.
I need to go in there and really go through the settings on him. I just disabled the emoji and caps thing. Cause that's the two things that he keeps getting new people for. They'll just come in and
Mm.
say hello, or they'll put emoji, and then he fucking just jumps in there. He's like, hell no. How you doing, man?
Justin, when you're playing your games and all, because I've never played games online. I mean, when I played a couple of games online, it was like back when you had your keyboard and mouse and you could hit a arrow right or left. The controllers and all that y'all are using now on computers, are they just like controllers that have wireless built or Bluetooth in them with a computer and you're using them, or what?
Yeah, let me show you
William.
here. So pretty much it's just an Xbox controller.
Okay.
But unfortunately with the the server I play in, there's still a lot of controls that the controller just doesn't have because there's so many controls you can do. So I still have to
Right.
use the keyboard for certain things. To pull up certain menus and stuff like that, just because I can't do it on the controller just doesn't have enough buttons for all the
Yeah.
different
But
controls
they
you have.
sell controllers that have the buttons?
No, PC gaming, 90% of your controls, pretty much alls I use the controller for is just walking around and driving.
Yeah.
Because driving with a mouse is a pain in the ass, or using a keyboard
Yeah.
to drive, because you'll be all over the road. It'll look like you're drunk when you're driving.
Yeah.
So it's more precise to drive with the controller and then just do your basic when I'm walking around talking to people. But other than that, everything else I use the keyboard for. So there's a lot, like I said, like up on my wall here, I have a whole list of commands for my server that I play in. That you have to learn what, and then there's different menus. It's quite a bit to learn. Plus I have to use
Well,
3 different programs just to get into the server.
oh, God. Well, I
You-
like the Discord. I'm not a pro with it. I've been kind of learning some of the commands and how to use it. And it's funny because when you first set it up, you're like, set it up where you can listen to audio, listen to music, watch videos. It's kind of like, it's real close to a Linux box in a way, as far as
Oh, it
how
is.
it acts. But what I was really wanting to do is I wanted to set it up. And like I said, since I started doing prints each day, for me, I'm always printing something out. I decided to do not a community Facebook page, but just like a page called the Daily Print. And I did a YouTube channel, which I'm not going to put anything on yet. And I did a Discord server. And what I want to be able to do is put in there like firmware updates, STL files for people to use, and try to get more people to join it. So when we need stuff, because half the time you can get just about anything to print out. The problem is what the hell they call it. Like when I bought the supports to go up under my 3D bed, I noticed that one of them was smaller, was shorter. And it's the one back where the power cable comes in. And then when I looked online, everybody's got like an extra, it looks like a plastic adapter. It kind of looks similar to this. It looks like a plastic adapter. So it sits in here and it's got this off piece. I guess it holds the wire up or something. I don't know what the freaking name is for it. And I'm seeing people doing these upgrades and you can tell that they 3D printed them. So I asked a guy last night, I said, I've noticed that even when I bought mine, one of them shorter. I said, that piece that you 3D printed, what's it called? If you know what to call something, you can just about find it in 3D printing. And then you have to determine what material, it is to make stuff out of. But I get bored. I get bored sitting here all day. I can only go out and ride my motorcycle for so much. There's only so many places to go. And,
Right.
I'm around a lot of water here. So I don't mean like water where you on a beach in Florida where you walk out of the beach. It's like physically they harvest salt. So probably a 10-mile radius around where I live is like huge ponds in everybody's yards.
Quadcopter says he has the file for that piece.
Oh God, please. How do I get it? Send it to me, lightning, print, whatever you got to do, get it to me.
If you got it off of Thingiverse or anything like that, he can put the link in the chat for it.
Yeah, please. You know what I noticed, Justin? Someone was printing, they had done something. They were talking about fixing, the springs or something on their printer. And they had upgraded the height on their printer with taller, the Z's or whatever the tall ones are. They had upgraded like twice the distance. And he goes, the company said that you couldn't adjust it, but I went into the settings of the software and I got it to print up like, 300, 400 centimeter high.
Okay.
And I told him, I was like, yeah.
Are you leaving, Dom?
Yeah, I've got to head over.
Alright, we'll see you later, man.
Bye-bye.
But the issue I told him, Justin, was with him having springs on there, they're pretty touchy. He was printing out a vase, dude. That vase probably weighed a couple pounds. And I told him, I was like, it's going to be a real pain when you start printing and get about 75% up to the top and the damn weight changes on those springs. And when you do, it's going to screw up your print. And guess what? Sure enough, he texted me later. He goes, dude, I just wasted a lot of money. I'm like, why? He goes, you was right. He goes, I made it to 81%. and it started separating on me because the weight on those springs, because they come with these.
Yeah. The
And
yellow
when I
ones are
bought-
actually better than the stock ones that come with them.
When I bought the spacers though, dude, I was expecting to get something like quarter size, maybe $half size round by maybe, 25 millimeters tall. Dude, they were like dimes. They were like little bitty things, like small. So I thought, well, crap, maybe they sold me like a cheaper set. So I was looking online and this guy was making his own. And actually, I just printed out what he made. See if I can pop it off here without breaking it. So he made this. This is the top part. And it's got the other part that you lock down in there where it's got the little rod sticking up and you fill it with the nylon or whatever he's using and then wait a day and pop them out. And this makes them. Hell, these are the same size as the one I've got. So it's really
Oh,
hard
wow.
to tell looking at a screen when you're buying a part to see if there's different sizes, but evidently that's standard on that.
Huh. Yeah, I want to get my printer back out here pretty soon.
I just try to print stuff that I can use. Like I was trying to make space, like you said, this house, I need more space. So I printed out some helmet hangers that go on the wall that hold my motorcycle helmets and stuff. Cause man, they take up so much storage room.
Oh, for
And,
sure.
so I just started printing stuff out each day that I need. And I just post up each day and say, hey, here's what today's print was. And I've made pretty much all my tools, the holders because I tap out everything, man. One thing about 3D printing I've noticed is people print stuff out. And even in the drone field, Justin, I've seen people make stuff for like the Autel remote controllers where people making stuff to hold the sticks, where you screw the sticks in the plastic. Dude, spend a little bit of money and put a heat insert in there, dude. They're cheap and you never have to worry about stripping something out. Because I'd be afraid to sell something that somebody's going to put a screw in because, dude, trust me, they're going to strip it out. They're going to call you. They're going to ask for a refund. So I don't want to do anything. Not that I'm making a lot of stuff that people buy. I make the door handles, but I just kind of do that, and that covers the cost of this new material. I've been using this nylon, and at $80 a roll, it's it can get expensive. So here's the other part. See what I did with here it is. This is the other part right here.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
this actually, they fit in together here and snap. And then you fill that with the liquid, which I've still got to buy, which not sure exactly what it is. And then afterwards, you just pull it out. And then you'll have 4 that you just press out of here.
Oh,
And
so
it's got
it's more like a form then. Pretty much is.
it's exactly. It's a form that you fill. And then when you're done, you can pop it out. It's the 4 that you need for the bed to go on the bed. But when I looked it up last night, the materials that dude bought, because he did them in red, it was like $80 for all the liquid that you need, in a big bottle. And I was like, dude, I'm not manufacturing these things. I need like toothpaste worth, just a small amount. So I got to try to find it over here in a smaller amount and be able to make that. But the
What's up,
bed
David?
don't move though. The bed doesn't move. I have noticed that I built the chain link to go around the cables to the heat bed. And I'll make a note about this. As touchy as springs are, because you're moving back and forth, that does move that back spring a little bit. It will affect it. When I took the chain link off, my print was great. When I put the chain link back on, it would get some variation. But since I moved to the solids, my print's been like really, really clear. A lot better than before. Like, give you an example. This is the cover for the touch that I printed.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know if you can see a line in that. It's so perfect.
Yeah, it's hard to see. Your camera's not focusing on it.
Yeah.
What's up, David? No sound.
Yeah, I'm all right. Just editing my video. My mate rang me while I was finishing Paul's stream, so fucking
That's a, I don't know if I should be concerned about that.
What?
Wedge said I'm on his 65-inch TV, curved TV right now. And here comes Curtis with the National Pantless Day again. Jesus. He said to make it last all week. He started that like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I don't know where, I guess Quadcopters is looking for that file. He's trying to find it.
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to ask you. Where's the file? I want to know. If I just knew what it was called, I looked up the Thingiverse and all that, but without a name on what it is, I tried like solid bed support. I tried every word. I couldn't find it anywhere.
Well, the problem with Thingiverse's search engine is if you're not exactly, if you don't type in exactly what it is, nothing will come up. Like you could put in, you know, Star Wars and it might not bring up everything that's Star Wars, but if you put in Star Wars chess set, it will bring up the Star Wars
Right.
chess set. You have to be
Yeah.
very specific on it. Oh, there he just put it in there for you.
Oh, man.
See if that's what you were looking for.
Yes. Oh, cool. It's got a whole kit in here. It's got all the washers. One thing I noticed when I put them on, the damn things were a little bit short. Maybe I just didn't buy them tall enough because they
Is
didn't
it-
have them for my particular printer.
Is it the
the
adjustable
Ender-
solid bed supports?
Yeah, no, it's the Ender 3 adjustable. Yeah, it's got all, it's
Okay.
that one piece at the bottom, that cable corner piece. And I have to look and see
Yeah.
because I've got to fix it to where it comes out in my link chain. I can adjust that and make it work. Oh man, thank you. I needed this.
So what, did you get the sound fixed on your thing, David, or what'd you decide to do on that?
Yeah, I've done more or less done it. I'm
So what'd
just
you
now
do? Ba-
working.
What'd you balance the sound between that and the sound effects, or did you get rid of the sound effects?
No, I just left it.
Okay.
I think, like I said, the sound effects are in the right place. And when you watch it with the video, yeah, it's just coincidental because I didn't plan it, but the sound effects go with the video. They're in the right place for the video, which is like weird.
Well, you know, one thing I did notice though, that, uploading videos over time is I've had some videos where when I put it through the editing app, the sound sounds fine, but then I would upload it to YouTube and the sound would be so low you could barely hear it.
Yeah.
It was like, what in the hell happened? Like when I was listening to it on my phone, it sounded great. And then there's been videos I've had that I've uploaded previously, like to my old channel, that when I listened to it on my phone with my headphones, it sounded great. But then when you'd go on a computer and listen to it, you couldn't hear the damn thing. It's like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, I'm just doing the final countdown bit.
Guys, I'm gonna
Quadcopter.
run.
All right.
See y'all
Quadcopter
later.
said there
Thanks for
is
having me
another
in,
one with the
Justin.
cat. All right.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Have a good night. Think he's going to print that part.
Yeah, fucking machine's doing my head in. It's gripping. You know how it's supposed to grip to your arm?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking going too tight. It feels like it's crushing my arm. We're going in there tomorrow going, yeah, the arm was here
What time do you have to go in there tomorrow?
8 o'clock in the morning, but I've got to be up at 6:30 because the last 3, it's doing it every hour until 7 o'clock, and then it goes every half hour. But the last 3 blood pressure tests, it's got to do while I'm awake, as in the first thing in the morning, because apparently that's when you're most tense when you first wake up.
Okay. Well, shit, you better go to bed pretty soon.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Need to message Tim, see what he's doing. I think he was getting off early today.
I don't know. 47.03. So the next one should be 46.03. It's the only point we're doing this.
I might have to reset my router. Internet has been acting real funny today.
Right, well, that's doing Google.
Laura must be passed out because it's really quiet over there.
Yeah, I think she said she was going to bed.
Yeah, but she says that all the time, and then all of a sudden, magically, 30 minutes later, she appears in the chat again. Like a freaking turd that won't flush.
Yeah, she's got a lot on at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know if he got that quadcopter. He took off right when you put that in the link in the chat. Here, I can send it to him though, just so he has it. See here. Messenger.
You know your countdown.
Yeah, what about it?
Would you have it from 10 or from 5?
I did it for 10 just because it gives me. I would do it for 10 just because it gives you a little bit more time to play with. Oh wait, hold on. I think that was the wrong person. Shit. It's the wrong Robbie. God damn it. I hate when you got like 15 people with the same first name.
I hate when everybody's called the same name as me.
Oh, there it is right there. Alright. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I just sent it to him a messenger so you'd have it. Oh shit. Okay, there's another one. Good God. Yeah, let me send that one too.
I'm going to mute this a minute.
He said I'm done looking, he's gone anyway. Well, I sent him those two in messenger, so. Yeah. Yeah, when I was live earlier and that one cop that arrested me, you could hear him clicking his fucking keyboard. I don't know, can you hear that?
I can't hear it.
Yeah, his dude, you could hear him. If you go back and watch my live stream when he was arresting me, you could hear him clicking on his keyboard. Click, 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 click.
Yeah,
That's why I
don't get all these big gamers, they're doing, like Grand Theft Auto, you got to press the keys. And stuff. I don't get them why they want a keyboard that goes click, click, click.
I mean, mechanical feels nice when you're typing, right? And I understand why
I
because of the,
suppose,
but at the same time, it's like, yeah, you think gamers would want to design a keyboard that's quiet because some people just don't have good noise cancellation when they're playing and you can hear everything they type. And it's so freaking loud. Yeah, you would think they would want to design a keyboard with a nice soft key that's super quiet. I've never got that either, why people are so into the loud mechanical keyboards. Like, it's one thing if you have good sound suppression and you're not picking it up, but what I like is the way I actually put that sound suppression on OBS. So if you listen to me, if I don't say anything, you'll hear my mic like cut out. And it'll get real quiet. It actually works really well. It helps keep from picking up too much background noise.
yeah, there is
I am-
everyone tonight.
Well, it is a Monday night, so makes sense why not a lot of people are here. I didn't think a lot of people were gonna show up, honestly. Honestly, I only went live because you and Laura said you guys were still kind of bored, so I was like, all right.
Yeah, I'm always fucking bored.
And then Tim messaged me right after I went live and said, hey, are you gonna be around in a couple hours? 'Cause I'm gonna be off. I was like, yeah. Wanted to see what he. My freaking allergies are kicking my ass today. Oh,
Fucking hate allergies.
I know I've been sneezing all damn day today. Oh man, I'm all stuffed up too. It hasn't been too bad the last couple hours because I took some allergy pills about an hour or so ago. Hour or two ago. I'm only supposed to take one. I took two of them bitches. I'll still be here, but I'm gonna go outside for a minute.
All right.
I'll just leave my camera on. Rob showed me that little trick. He's like, cover the lids up and you can leave your background on. Yeah, but I'm really liking OBS, so it's been working really good. I was really not liking it at first because I had such problems with it on my old computer.
I think OBS has got a lot better recently.
It may have gotten better since I was using it, trying to use it, because, dude, it was just the fucking audio. I could not get it to, it was so weird. Like Sean tried to help me with it, and for some reason I could not get the fucking audio to sync up for shit.
Yeah,
Uh,
strange thing was Laura had the same problem. I just came along. It was like, yeah, that'll do.
Oh, well, this time I seem to have gotten it pretty easy. Like, I don't know, it just seemed to work better, but I also haven't tried it since I've had this new computer neither, so.
Yeah, I think it's got a lot better with. I've got, for some reason, I've got two desktop audios.
I just mute one of them.
I just
'Cause
leave
I,
them. Seems to pick it up better.
well, see, on mine, it was causing an echo. Remember when I first went live the other day testing it?
Yeah.
If you listen to the very first part of my intro, it was echoing real bad. And when I muted the desktop audio, the second one, it worked fine. See, oh, no, it wasn't what happened was the desktop audio and the media audio were overlapping each other on the
Yeah.
intro, the intermission and the outro. So what I had to do is I had to turn the desktop audio off on all three of those. And then I just leave it on for the actual game. But if I have it running on the intro, the outro, or the intermission, it causes a bad echo, so I had to turn it off. So
Yeah,
I
it was
got
a
it.
bit. I don't know what happened earlier on, but my OBS, it wouldn't let me use the hotkeys. It's like, you freaking bastard. I've done all that effort to make a freaking intro video. And I still got to
They do have that controller now though, too, you can download on your phone, but I still haven't messed with that because I use the hotkeys and they've been working really well for me, so.
Yeah, I want to use the hotkeys. I don't want to download no third party.
And I
thing.
have, well, that's just another thing you gotta fucking try to interlink and mess with, and with the hotkeys, I literally have it set 1 through 5 or 6. So my first one's the intro, second one's the game, third one's the intermission, fourth is outro, fifth is starting the stream, and sixth is stopping the stream. So I have them all in order. And so I know which one does which. But I have them in order 1 through 4, just like I have on the actual sources.
Yeah, you can't do that with Euro trucks because all them buttons are freaking taken. So it has to be Alt.
Well, I do Control Alt and then the number.
I just do Alt.
That's probably why you're having problems with the hotkeys then. Try doing Control and Alt and then pick the number.
Yeah, I'll try that tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that should work for you if you do that. Cause I did the same thing the other day. I was just doing Alt and the numbers. And it was being real finicky, like it would work once, but then it wouldn't work when I tried again.
Yeah.
So I was kind of looking something up real quick on it and somebody said something on a forum about do Control Alt and then pick the number. And when I did that, I haven't had any problems with it since. So. That's just probably your only problem. You probably ran into that same little issue I had the other day, but I was able to figure it out pretty quick.
Recommended for this. Right, I'll be back in 1 minute.
All
You can time it as well because that's the intro.
right. What's up, Bill? What you up to tonight? I'm just kind of just doing a random live. Everybody was a little bored.
Like it. Done. Now the question is, do it. I'm going to upload them both to YouTube now. under unlisted again. I'll send you the links, and then I want to see if I get a copyright on them. I deleted that other one.
Oh, it lets you delete it.
Yeah,
Okay.
got a feeling though the copyright strike will still. Well, the dispute will still be there.
No quadcopters. I'm not going to be there this year.
Right, 2 to load. YouTube. Create, upload. Select the file. Just title. Title test. I don't need that. Checking copyright. Here we go.
What are you testing it? How are you going to test that?
No,
Just gonna-
it's the YouTube that's testing it.
Yeah.
Visibility unlisted. It's the video link. Copy, save.
Yeah, I'm not really going to it this year, quadcopters, because I'm just really not flying drones anymore, and it's like a 2.5, 3 hour drive. I just don't feel like going this year.
Right.
Plus, I do have a
I'm
few
going to send you
problems.
2 links, Justin, but don't click them yet because they won't be ready for about 15 minutes
Oh, okay.
because you got to process, but they're unlisted. So
Yeah, I just got them.
that's the first one.
Plus, I just there's a few people there I don't get along with, and I just don't feel like dealing with all that.
Laura's not going, you know.
For what?
The drone meet up.
Well, looks like Bill's ordering
Right.
some new parts for his printers. Fuck's
No,
sake,
they-
what, Bill?
And that's the second one. First one's the start, the second one's the exit. But
Oh shit. Okay.
well, here's one for you. I used the you know, the long startup I did yesterday that got a copyright strike on.
Uh-huh.
I used it on the video today, but didn't get a copyright claim.
I wonder if they actually resolved that then. You just haven't received the email about it yet.
Could be.
Yeah, it's about the same as last year quadcopters. They had like, I think 80 something, but there was well over 100 people that showed up.
Right, apparently you can test them, no copyright restrictions.
How do you test them? I didn't know you could do that.
It does it automatically when you upload a video.
Oh, when it goes through the processing,
Yeah.
yeah.
Goes through
I
all that.
I thought you meant there was like a specific tool in there for doing that.
Now, but they're both up and they're both saying unlisted. But you might want to mute your mic and play them.
Oh, I got headphones on. You guys wouldn't even be able to hear it.
That's a good
Anyway.
point.
I can listen to shit while you guys are talking. You can't hear it. The hell? Come on, Messenger. Jesus. Everything's being slow on my phone and a computer loading today. Let's see here.
Yeah, I've got to get some clips out of that video today. We did that live. There were some crazy crashes. The one where Laura went flying over the top of the buildings. You can't imagine that in real life, could you?
It's actually a really good balance with the sound and the sound effects from the
Yeah,
video.
it seems to have balanced it out, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's a really good balance. You
Is
can
that
hear
the
the sound.
startup one?
Yeah, neither one of them are overpowering each other.
Yeah, is that in the startup?
Let me see, it was the first link.
Oh,
And now I'm listening to the second one.
yeah, the second one should be the exit. Should say at the top, thanks for watching, subscribe and like.
Yeah, but both of them sound really good on the balance of the. Like I said, you're hearing a little bit more of the sound effects and the music's just kind of a nice background.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Background, yeah. That sounds a lot, that sounds fine. At least in my headphones, it sounds fine. So I don't hear any issues with that.
Well, that's good. They're up and running.
Yeah, like neither one of them's overpowering or too loud, you know, they sound like nice and balanced. That's good.
Yeah, like I said, I took what I did. I took the little beats. I took little clips of the beats and added them in, re-added them in to, to break up the beat, and then adding the sound files in and moved a lot of it around.
I was just looking at that link that they put in the chat. I guess they're ordering RC planes. They E-Wing RC Ranger T1 FPV airplane. Stuffed the hell up. Oh no, who the hell that guy was I sent that link to? 'Cause I don't recognize him. I just unsent it though. That's one thing I like about Messenger is how you can unsend messages.
Amazon have just sent me an email to say that they'll accept the microwave back. Too bloody right, you will.
Yeah, weren't they supposed to pick it up today?
Yeah, but it's Royal Mail in it, so they're all messed up.
Yeah, you guys are still having that.
To be honest, I think they only deliver it once a week.
That's one of the reasons why I really like this K55 Corsair keyboard. Cause it's like, the way Sean was describing, it's kind of like a hybrid. It's mechanical, but it's not mechanical. It has the mechanical feel and the light mechanical sound, but it's not actually mechanical.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like it. It's really comfortable to type on. That's the one I got Sarah for her birthday. Christmas, sorry. I don't even know. Why I'm so tired, man. Ugh. Done shit today. I really want to see that movie, Megan. I hit 300 subs. Let's see if they stick. I was at 288 this morning, I think, or 287. See if TubeBuddy actually recognizes it yet. Yeah, 'cause I guess Matt wants to come on too, but he's not gonna be home for about another hour. Tim's that. He responded back. Yeah, Tim hasn't even received the message yet. Shitty ass spotty internet in Australia. What's up, Get You Gummy? How you doing? Get You Gummy said hi, David.
Hi guys.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man, Get You Gummy's all over the damn place. About somebody who does some traveling.
Oh dear.
So what are you working on now?
What's that?
You should try those hotkeys real quick, see if it works.
Yeah,
Kinda
I'm
curious.
trying. I watched the hummingbirds. I think it's in Los Angeles, California.
Was it a live stream?
Yeah, Burbank.
Yeah, Burbank. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in California, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got loads of little hummingbirds, and the lady feeds them.
Oh, that's like those fucking eagles nests, man. They'll have like a live cam on them. fucking bird won't be doing shit for hours, but there'll be like 4,000 people in the fucking chat watching it. I'm like, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Well, this one at this time of night, because obviously this is your like, it's going dark. It's just sun's just going down.
Yeah, they're 3
And
hours
it-
behind us.
Yeah, and they get like maybe 200-300 hummingbirds fighting.
Jesus. They're crazy how fast those fucking wings on those things move. I've seen people do some really cool, they get like those cameras like Ron has, like the DSLR or the DSLRs, whatever they're called. Or
Yeah.
DSL cameras, the ones that got the high frame rates. And you'll get some really cool shots of hummingbirds in slow motion. They're the only ones that can catch their wings going that quick.
Yeah, like I said, I'd like to put a yeah, if I had the abilities, this was, our place, and the landlord weren't an arsehole. I'd have,
Uh-uh.
have a webcam up in the trees like Laura were doing today.
Yeah, you can pop in if you want. The link's up there to get you. If you wanna pop in and show us outside your hotel room. Okay. You're always welcome to pop in anytime you want.
Yeah, 9.5 years we've lived here, Justin, and only now Laura's decided, oh, got loads of wildlife outside the window. When we first moved in, I used to put feeders out there, and at like 6 a.m, all the starlings would just make a hell of a racket and scare all the neighbours.
Well, I always laugh about Paul Murray. He'll feed some of the animals, but then he gets pissed when the other ones eat the food. Like, he only likes some of them. Like I said, get you. You wanna pop on, you're more than welcome. Completely up to you, buddy. Honestly, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna stay on anyway. Unless Tim happens to come in the next like 20 minutes, I'm probably gonna jump off.
Yeah, probably. Is Tim working?
Yeah, but he was supposed to get off early, I guess, around like 10 or 11. His time. I guess he was having a short day today. Oil.
Here he is.
Damn right, JD. What's up, Getchy?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I can hear you.
Can you?
Yeah.
I got no camera. Let me
You have
figure
to-
this out.
Hit that stop video. There you go. I know you're showing the background.
Oh, God. Ah, where'd you go?
Oh, she's got a background filter on, background effect.
Oh, jeez.
You gotta go to the little arrow at the bottom. Turn your phone sideways. You have more choices that way. You gotta go to video settings and turn your background effects off.
Video settings.
And then go over to background effects and then hit none on it. I wish it would give me like the way, like control to be able to do stuff like that. StreamYard, you can have certain controls over people's like mics and stuff, like you can adjust the volumes and stuff. Just breathe, one thing at a time.
Okay.
And she's,
That's technology for you.
well, some people are just really good at figuring out shit like that, and some people aren't. Like all the little problems Paul has all the time, I could fix in minutes.
Yeah.
Like it would take me a second to figure it out. That's why I get so frustrated. I'm like, God damn, I wish he lived down the street. I'd just walk down and be like, done. Oh, you're good. Oh, what's up, kid? Appreciate it. Try a little bit. It's kind of quiet tonight, though. I mean, it's a Monday night and I'm on vacation, so
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting a bunch of people to be in here. If it was Saturday, Mike and everybody would have been in here. Most of those guys got to work tomorrow, so. That's why I always leave Paul's show about 6:30, 7 o'clock during the week. That gives me like 2 or 3 hours, so I go to bed to sit back and relax.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Huh?
I think I'm gonna go to bed. I'm not sure how I'm gonna sleep with this darn thing.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna end it too, because I can't stay up super late anyway, because Sarah's gotta work tomorrow and I don't want to keep her up. She was getting a little pissed off at me last night around 1 o'clock in the morning. So. Anyway,
Yeah.
All right,
I'm pretty lucky because Laura sleeps in the other room.
Yeah, unfortunately, my desk is right on next to the bed, so
Oh,
that
well,
ain't gonna happen.
that is a yeah. That's a killer. Especially when you miss. She got work in the morning. We
Oh,
get time
yes.
off together.
Yeah, the weekend right now, that's it. Oh, no, you're good, you're good. You're fine. Honestly, if you wanna, like, start coming on the live streams and stuff more, I would get a computer, cause it's much easier to run Zoom on a computer than a phone if you don't know what you're doing.
Who's that?
Get you, Gummy.
Oh yeah,
Like, she would have a lot less problems if she was on the
yeah. Just get
computer
a
than a
cheap
phone.
old laptop. I mean, Zoom still works on Windows 8, so
But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and end it and, I'm gonna probably go lay down and relax for a little bit and then go to bed.
all right. Well, I'll catch you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be around tomorrow. I'll catch everybody in, the chat. Appreciate you guys stopping by. We'll see you guys around.
Night, everyone.
Night.
There you go.
Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty.